What's up, everybody? This is GI Rail Fan, and I'm starting a new series on this channel regarding crime, mysteries, and missing persons in the Northwest Indiana area and Gary. This is not a series that I'm going to be updating every week. The videos for this series will be updated as needed. I'm not expecting to get any kind of notoriety from posting these videos. I'm just a concerned citizen, who's definitely worried about missing children in this area. And I find it kind of odd that, children go missing, and kids go missing and they're not ever seen again. They're never found. And I think by doing videos like this, we can try to start open dialogue on social media and try to encourage people to get out and look for some of these missing persons in this region. The pictures that you are seeing in this video comes from the mother, Lisa Ramirez's Facebook profile. She has a public post and it has been shared numerous times, hundreds of times, probably thousands of times. These shares have reached people on the social media spectrum pretty much all around the country. I saw posts from California, I saw posts from Texas, and this is something that is touching people on a nationwide aspect, and it all is based from the mother's page, Miss Lisa Ramirez. But let me discuss a little bit about Montique Ramirez. They call him Tiko. He lives in the Etna neighborhood of Gary, Indiana. Now, Etna is a pretty notorious neighborhood. It's known for a lot of gang type of activity, including but not limited to drugs and shootings and whatnot. People have been shot and killed out in Etna. And I'm not saying that this is what happened to Tiko. I'm not saying this is what happened to Tiko. I'm just describing that atmosphere, describing the environment of what the Etna neighborhood is today. All right. And you really don't hear a lot about the Etna neighborhood like you used to back in the day. Back in the day, it was really notorious for shootings and things of that nature. And you really don't hear too much about, violent things happening, but it still occurs out there. And, people from Etna, and I'm not trying to, treat Etna as a monolith, like everybody in Etna is a criminal, but there are a lot of criminals in Etna. And I'm not saying that Mr. Ramirez is a criminal. I don't know anything about Tiko. I don't know anything about his life or the life of his mother or the life of his family. I'm not, as far as I'm aware, I'm not friends with anyone from his family. No one that knows him is in my immediate circle of confidants and family and friends. But people like me who have a bit of a platform, I think that we can use our platform to be able to get the word out there and spread it around. We're looking for Mr. Montique Tiko Ramirez. He's 17 years old. He's not 18. He's a minor. And because of that, his disappearance is worrying to me. All right, we have this phenomenon, as I stated before, where these kids disappear and we never see them again. And you never hear about anybody talking about these missing people on social media or anywhere else. And I just want to put this out into the ether and just let the Ramirez family know that there are people that are actively thinking about Tiko that want to help you find him. And I'm not sure exactly how I could be of any help. All right. But I'm definitely open to help if my help is wanted. But I have a couple of things that I want to address. So if you count the days on the calendar, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 days since Tiko has been missing. Christmas Eve has gone by. Christmas Day has gone by. Kwanzaa has gone by. And in a couple of days, it's going to be New Year's Eve. We don't know anything about his disappearance. Like, that's bothering me. That is really bothering me. We don't know the circumstances. I wish that we did know the circumstances, and I think it would be a lot easier, for the public to, try to piece together exactly what's going on. Right now, it's awful that this child is missing, but we really don't have a lot to go on. We don't know where to look. I don't know where to look. I know his mother is worried sick, his family, the rest of his family, they're worried sick, but I wish that there was just more information about this. And this just makes me wonder, exactly what's going on. Is him leaving or him disappearing a common occurrence? Is this something that he does often? If this is the reason why that as far as a general public awareness, nothing was said about his disappearance until December 23rd. I want to read to you all from Miss Eliza Ramirez's profile, the public post with her son this nice picture of him standing in his tuxedo. Very handsome young man. The post reads, Facebook family and friends, I can't go another day without my son. His name is Montique. They call him Tiko. Been one too many days gone. Police and family and friends been looking for him. I try and be this strong woman and not think the worst, but I can't no more. Everyone who really knows me know that I have a heart of gold. I am nothing but a mother who puts her life on hold for her kids and my sick parents. I literally ran people off because I have to dedicate myself to my kids and parents. My son asked me to be single, and for him I did. Still, I failed somewhere because he left, and I don't know where or who has my child. Now, she goes on for another 2 sentences, but I want to stop there because there's some things in this post that I want to talk about. And I believe, it's important to talk about them. They were put out in the public. Every little bit of information helps. I think, just by reading this post, first of all, before I continue, I am not a psychologist. I'm not an analyst. I'm not affiliated with law enforcement. Okay. I'm just a guy. I'm just reading this post so I can be able to understand what's happening here. She seems to be very lonely. She speaks about running people off, and I am assuming that she's talking about men or other partners. She says her son asked her to be single, and she remains single to take care of her children and her sick parents. That is kind of odd. And what I mean by odd is that, you don't really hear about sons asking their mothers to stay single and then the mothers obeying that request. That's what I mean by odd, not taking care of your sick parents. That's not odd. But, the request from the son to ask the mother to remain single and then she complies with that request, if that is the case, that is what I'm saying. That is odd. This is not I'm not trying to be a judger of Miss Eliza Ramirez. Very certain she's a very nice lady, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so please don't hate me. I'm just looking at this with an analytical mind. She says she failed somewhere because he left. Did he leave or is he missing? Though that is an important dichotomy, to try to decipher. Because if he left, there would be no urgency to try to find him. He's 17 years old. He's a young man. Pretty certain he's very independent. And when you're growing up in Gary, Indiana, you're a young man such as Mr. Montique Ramirez here. You have to have a certain degree of independence sometimes because, it's a very poor area. You have to learn how to be resourceful. And sometimes that leads people down the wrong path into drugs and gang activity, and a few of us are able to find a way to make it out, but it doesn't happen for a lot of people that live in Gary or live in other poor communities in Lake County. This is the reason why I was asking, has he left before? I saw a post on social media where somebody said it was not like Montique to just disappear without telling anybody where he went. If I were to take that for what it is, take it at face value, that it would mean that this is abnormal. He would not leave without telling his mother or someone where he was. Just seeing the family up at arms about this now, so many days after the initial disappearance, it's just kind of, worrying and kind of suspicious as far as, him either being missing or him leaving. Yeah, I really wish that I knew more information. There's not really a lot of info to pull out of her post, and not really a lot of info to pull out of anyone's post, but it's just somebody who's being a part of the general public. This lack of information is kind of maddening. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up with a description of Mr. Montique Ramirez. He is African American and Mexican mixed, age 17 years. He has brown eyes and black hair. He has a tattoo on his left hand and another tattoo on his right neck. He has another tattoo on an arm, though which arm that is was not specified. He is 6 foot, weighs about 154 pounds. He was last seen wearing an all-black Nike jogging suit with all-white Jordan gym shoes. And if you know where he is or you have any information about this disappearance, please call Darlene Breitenstein of the Juvenile Division at 219-881-7300. And if you do know where Tiko is located, call authorities immediately so that Tiko's safe return may be assured. Thank you.